They call her the cat lady. People say she's crazy just because she has a few dozen cats. But can anyone who loves animals that much really be crazy?
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. It's dark and dreary here, but it's still a good day, I suppose. Interesting story. Chelsea Handler, exceedingly woke Z-list talk show host and female comedian, is getting absolutely demolished on the internet right now over, of course, this whole, I'm happy I never had kids thing because, leftism is awesome. And, I got rid of untold numbers of them and I'm happy about it. It's just the most obvious sad cope that I've ever seen. Now, that isn't to say that people who don't have kids should feel bad about it or, anything like that. I don't have any kids and I'm, getting up there already. So, it's something I'm thinking about now more than ever before, but just the saddest video I've ever seen. And it's just getting absolutely destroyed by the internet. Thanks everyone for checking out Coffee Brand Coffee's Valentine's Day sale today. Promo code SWEET will save you. And thank you everyone who's joining as a member. I already recorded today's members only video. Hopefully we'll hit the goal. We're at 38 out of 100 right now. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to support the channel, you want access to kind of vlog style content behind the scenes. I'm going to be producing that in addition to this normal video load that I do. And also potentially at one level, if we get enough, it means less ad reads on the channel, which everybody wins. Lives of TikTok posts, this is one of the saddest videos I've ever seen. Some news organizations are now covering it. This today, Chelsea Handler says it's okay to be childless by choice. This in one video, and then the TikTok sure seems like a weird cope. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with somebody who doesn't have kids, but I think it's just a hilarious, ridiculous cope. Parenting isn't for everybody, certainly, but I think that at some point people will feel like they want to leave a legacy behind, they want to have some kids, and just the internet's absolutely dunking. Sarah Gonzalez writes, this self-serving, hedonistic, narcissistic woman will never wonder why she's 70, when she's 70, why she didn't make better choices when nobody wants her and she eventually passes away alone. Okay. Ben Shapiro saying, the best thing about this video is that it features her explaining that she can do whatever she wants as a person with no kids. And so she names off a bunch of things she didn't do because her actual life consists of drinking a ton of wine and being really, really sad. And it is kind of sad, to be honest with you. You see, I hypocrite weapons grade copium. Viva Frey says, I do think this was supposed to be somewhat ironic, satirical, right? No, I don't think so. I think it's just like serious cope. I've seen many women invent time machines and have kids. My wife relives that stuff all the time, from Brendan Morris. The saddest thing I have ever seen, and also a reason for every young woman not to repeat your horrendous experience. Gad, sad in here. Being a parent can be difficult and painful, but I would not trade being a father to my children for anything. My daughter just gave me a box of chocolates and flowers for Valentine's Day. I'm the richest man forward. Also retweeted. I just, like, I think a lot of this is a cope. It would be more difficult to concoct a more sad, selfish existence than the one you've just put forth. I mean, Matthew Marsden, can you just use a time machine to go forward to your... I mean, like, and the video, I'm not going to... They always put, like, audio behind it, so hopefully it doesn't get claimed, but this is a day in the life of a childless woman. Oh, yeah, apparently. So wakes up at 6 a.m.
Up at 6 a.m. I remember that I have no kids to take to school.
Oh, okay.
So I take an edible and go back to sleep.
I mean, this is obviously like a meme on the whole like day in the life thing. But so you wake up at just because, by the way, just because you don't have kids doesn't mean that you should do nothing with your life. You're a 50-year-old woman. Why are you waking up and doing nothing with your life? I mean, that seems kind of sad, you know. She wakes up at 12:30, you know, doing whatever she wants to. She feels like, and she puts on some fancy shoes. Some point in the afternoon,
I go to my fave spot in Paris to grab a croissant. I do a meditation session.
So she goes to her favorite spot in Paris, which obviously she doesn't. There's obviously some poor green screen work, but she's living the life, everybody, because she has no kids, and like it just feels like such a hilarious cope.
Get ready for a night out with whatever
hot guy I want.
I call up a babysitter and tell her that I don't need her since I still don't have kids. Now
I get like also like of course her life of promiscuity too, right? Like, oh, I just get up and I hook up with some dude because that's liberating and definitely doesn't feel me empty and soulless.
Workout, so I hit Mount Everest for a quick climb. I invent a time machine.
So here she says she's got so much free time that she invents a time machine and goes back and ends the bad guy from WW2. I'm sure that's what she would do if she could go back in time. I'm pretty sure she would probably go back in time and make a lot of different choices in her life. The quote tweets are just so brutal. Porcelain posting this like she had a choice. What a sad, miserable life. I woke up at 16, had an edible, pleased myself, went back to bed, wake up at 12:30. It sounds like the 70% of the MFers I see on this timeline. You know, like, I don't, never funny Chelsea Handler has this dumb video about a day in the life of being a childless chick. I'm a childless chick too, and this is actually a video of the day in the life of an out-of-touch, non-self-aware, privileged, woke, rich, white, elite liberal. Yeah, I mean, like, if that's all you did with your day, you know, like, I guess, like, everyone's entitled to do something on their day off, you know, like, if you think this is sad, imagine what it'll look like in 20 years when her peers are surrounded by children and grandchildren, and she's completely alone, comforted by little more than pills, booze, and the thought of what could have been if she wasn't such a self-absorbed wretch. Golly! There are some people that children will never happen for, certainly. And there are people that make choices to not have kids. But knowing who Chelsea Handler is and her history, this is one of the most like hilarious, obvious copes. You can see insecurity over life choices on full display. I mean, isn't this the saddest thing on the internet today? See, at 50, most women are not dealing with toddlers anymore, and they don't need to call babysitters. Even if they do, it's disrespectful to try and shame motherhood like this. Being childless at 50 doesn't make you better. And oh, by the way, if she had had kids at 30 or 28, 29, she'd be able to do all these exact same things at the age of 50. I mean, it's just like, you know, I'm just, you know, hey, kids aren't for everyone. Mark Hemingway, the wretch, conceited all in self. Living shall forfeit fair renown, and doubly dying shall go down to the vile dust where once she sprung, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. I mean, like, it's hilarious to me. And there's certainly plenty of women in here too. She left out the part where she cries alone at night from the realization that her, quote, freedom came at the cost of true fulfillment. Yikes. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'm doing a membership drive this week. So if you like the work that I do and you want some extra kind of members-only content, please consider backing me here on YouTube. The link will be in the description, or on Subscribestar or Locals. I posted the members videos there too. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll talk to you again real soon.